Thank you to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to Xavier Zamora, Victor Vegas, Victor Velimir Brakovich, Troy Smothers, Saif Munaz, and Morad Shaker for being higher level patrons. You could join that for as little as $1 a month. There is a link down in the description below. Also, thank you to my YouTube members. You can click the join button below this video if you'd like to join that. Please keep in mind that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion, is my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this. Today we're talking about Star Nodes. This is another node-based project that exists on the Avalanche network. Their Twitter account at Star Nodes, over 4,000 followers currently. This project has a very high reward system. We're going to cover some of the main points for this project. So Stars recently, they reached $1.7 million in volume in a 24-hour period. The rewards for Stars is 0.66. To put that into perspective, many of the other node projects that I have talked about are right around the range of 0.1. That's a pretty consistent theme that we've seen for a lot of projects, 0.1 per day. Stars is doing 0.66. So there is some concern there about the sustainability of the project. A lot of these projects, what they do though, is they do what's called tapering. So they start off the launch of the project with very high rewards, and then progressively over time, they'll reduce those down in sort of a trickling down effect. So that way then it has a little bit more of an organic community that's now been built up and more sustainability because it's not massively inflating the supply of the market. But obviously there's a perk benefit of being the first mover's advantage of coming into projects like this. So having 0.66 is very high based on that standard. Only 1.4 million market cap with significant growth still to come. That's what they're saying over there on their Twitter account. And their website, I will provide a link to this in the description down below. As far as for making a star node, you need to have 10 tokens, 10 of these tokens, and I will show you guys the price here in just a moment. Website looks okay, nothing super fancy. It gets the main points across that it needs to. But, you know, the project itself, that's where a lot of people will have some concerns and questions on this. Security documents, the KYC is to be announced. That is not currently available. The multi-sig, they do have a little bit of a disclaimer here. It says, quoted from our announcement channel on their Discord, we heard your concerns and we were already looking for a multi-sig partner because we want to bring you guys safety for the launch. The multi-sig means he has to validate every transaction, at least before we KYC, which makes it impossible for us to rug. We are in contact with, and they provide the name, Lelouch Vi Crypto, and he accepted to multi-sig with us. He's been co-founding and or a multi-sig partner with several projects, which none of them were rugs, like Crow Farm, Genesis, Hermes, etc. He should tweet about it today and then has a little bit of the information right there for you guys. As far as for listings go, they are working on trying to get listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. I can't seem to click those at the moment. They do have their Twitter and their Discord available. The website, very, very bare bones, rudimentary, basic. If you click on the tokenomics, it just pulls this down right here. So they had the initial launch information. They had people that were whitelisted, shows you the 0.66 for the stars per day for the nodes. And again, you need 10 of these stars in order to be able to make it. How to buy is the information right here. You can go through Trader Joe. And then also, as far as for their documents, the documents just ends up pulling down to these two little areas we had there. If we look at the price action of this, I want to start off by pointing out the project started back on February 10th. So it's been about, what is that, 2 weeks, 18, a little bit over 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks it's been out now. Progressively nice growth. If you expect things to only be green, then you're kind of unrealistic. And with where we are right now, we are just a little bit into a new daily candle. So as we zoom in here, you can see that there's been 4 days of selling pressure. The volume on this candle appears to be much less. Well, the depth of the candle itself, the price action, the volatility of it has kind of calmed down, which suggests that it could be going into a consolidation phase with a potential breakout point either going up, or it could end up seeing a further dropout down. I do technical analysis, but with new projects like this, it's not very good reliable information. It just came out like 2.5 weeks ago, guys. And so, especially with the node projects, what's going to be kind of hard of doing technical analysis is the rate of production. So when you make these node projects, the different interval rates, which kind of dictates how many of these tokens will be readily available to the people that are participating in with this, it definitely comes into question. 0.66 is quite high. Every 2 days with just one node, you've already earned one star node. So over the course of 20 days, you're looking at having enough there, it looks like, to be able to make yourself a second node. And then you would be earning 0.66 times 2, which would be 1.32 if I did that math correctly in my head. And then it becomes exponential as you go higher and higher. So big incentive driver there in the node project space for people to try and reach the maximum number of nodes available. And if you have the capabilities of making more nodes with this, then a lot of people are definitely going to be pushing for trying to get those returns, especially the sooner into these projects, the better for oftentimes, it's the first mover's advantage. So again, price action movement down over the last 4 days, going sideways here on the new daily candle, just a little bit of depth going on with that. Looks like it's kind of calming down. And then the day before was a red day, but very, very minimal for its movement. So there is potential for this to start gaining some momentum once again. We do see a trail up, a little bit of pullback down, trail up, some pullback down, and then we'll kind of see how this continues to play out. But this project, I find it to be quite interesting. It seems to me to be the highest paying ROI daily that I've found so far. If there's other projects that are out there, feel free to reach out to me on social media, guys. And there's a lot of nodes that are popping up. Again, this one is on Avalanche, and I will provide you with the link to their website in the description down below. Let me know what you think about this project. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I did tell my patrons in advance about this project before I made this video. If you guys want to know about these projects before I make these videos, then feel free to check out my Patreon link in the description. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe. I am covering more of these node projects as well as news and updates and things of what's going on with SafeMoon, but I am very much enjoying covering these nodes, so do not forget to hit subscribe with that. Hit the thumbs up like button. It definitely helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we go live. God bless, and I will see you in the next episode.